The following content has been generated with artificial intelligence under minimal human supervision. The data presented may contain errors or inaccuracies. The opinions expressed in this content do not necessarily reflect the vision, position, or values of Digi-all. We recommend verifying critical information with additional sources before making decisions based on this content.
Welcome to Digi-all Tech News. Today is Thursday, January 22nd, 2026. I'm Kylie Brooks, and this is where technology becomes clear and engaging. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon says AI might need to slow down to save society. Anthropic publishes Claude's new constitution, a transparent look at how they're training their AI to think. Amazon launches Health AI, a personalized medical assistant for One Medical members. Ars Technica puts Google's Gemini against OpenAI's ChatGPT in a head-to-head showdown. Adobe Acrobat gets a major AI upgrade with prompt-based editing and podcast summaries. Let's start with some big words from Davos. Yesterday, JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon made waves at the World Economic Forum with a pretty stark warning about artificial intelligence. He's saying we might need to pump the brakes on AI deployment or risk what he called societal collapse. Now, that's strong language from one of the most powerful people in finance. His argument is that if we don't help workers transition, we're looking at civil unrest. Think about it. He mentioned 2 million US truck drivers making $150,000 a year, who could suddenly be competing for $25,000 jobs once driverless trucks take over. His solution? Phase it in. Provide retraining, wage assistance, even early retirement programs. But here's what's interesting. NVIDIA's Jensen Huang pushed back, saying AI is actually creating jobs in energy, chips, infrastructure, and even trades like plumbing and construction. Huang called the AI build-out the largest infrastructure project ever. So we've got two major tech figures with very different visions of how this plays out. Speaking of how AI thinks, Anthropic just published something really fascinating today. They've released what they're calling Claude's new constitution. This isn't just a list of rules, it's a foundational document that explains the why behind how Claude is supposed to behave. What makes this different from their previous approach is that instead of rigid rules, it gives Claude explanations so the model can generalize and make good judgments in new situations. The document covers everything from being helpful to handling ethical trade-offs, like balancing honesty with compassion. They've released it under Creative Commons, which means anyone can read it and provide feedback. I think this kind of transparency is exactly what we need as AI becomes more influential in our daily lives. Now let's talk about AI in healthcare, because Amazon just made a significant move. Yesterday, they launched Health AI for One Medical members. This isn't just another chatbot. It actually integrates with your medical records through Amazon's Bedrock platform to give personalized responses. You can ask health questions, get advice, manage medications, and schedule appointments. The key difference from other AI health tools, according to Amazon, is that it knows your health story and can take action. It's not just giving generic information, but they're being careful to say it doesn't diagnose or treat conditions. It's designed to flag issues that need a real doctor. And here's an interesting privacy note. Your conversations with Health AI aren't recorded in your medical files. This is part of Amazon's broader healthcare play, which started with PillPack back in 2018 and Amazon Pharmacy in 2020. The chatbot wars are heating up. Yesterday, Ars Technica put the free versions of Google's Gemini 3.2 Fast against OpenAI's ChatGPT 5.2 through a series of real-world tests. And the results might surprise you. Gemini won 4 tests to 3 with 1 tie. It performed better on factual tasks like writing accurate biographies without hallucinations, gave clearer explanations for technical calculations, and offered more practical advice for difficult scenarios. ChatGPT won on creative writing and gave better safety guidance for emergency situations like landing a plane. What stands out is how far Gemini has come since 2023. It's avoiding the factual errors that used to plague it, which might explain why Apple chose to partner with Google for Siri. both models still struggled with originality on creative tasks, often pulling jokes straight from Reddit. So neither is perfect, but the gap is definitely closing. Finally, let's talk about Adobe, because they're bringing some serious AI firepower to Acrobat. Yesterday, they announced you can now edit documents using text prompts. That means commands like remove all comments, find and replace a phrase, or add an e-signature, all through natural language. They've added 12 different actions you can trigger this way. But the feature that caught my attention is podcast summaries. You can generate audio overviews of your documents, similar to what Google's Notebook LM does. Adobe also added the ability to create presentations from text prompts using content from Adobe Spaces, their collaborative file collections. You can even choose different AI assistant personalities like analyst, entertainer, or instructor, or create your own custom assistant. This is Adobe going all in on making document work feel more conversational. That's your tech news for today. From Davos debates about AI's future to new tools that are reshaping how we interact with documents and healthcare, it's clear that artificial intelligence is weaving itself into every corner of our lives. The question isn't whether AI will change things, but how we'll navigate that change together. We'll be back with more updates as they develop. Thank you for staying informed with Digi-all Tech News. I'm Kylie Brooks. Until next time.